It doesn't matter how you are, what your pain, or what your suffering is. Jesus Christ is telling you now, speak out, I'm all ears.
Hello to all, a very good evening. This is your program, Finding Answer. Is it possible to get your heart freed from a grudge? Is it possible to forgive? Well, in today's program, I would like to invite you to pay close attention in the life story that we brought here today. Andrew Reid, a man whose relationship with his father was not well. Had many issues growing up when he was a kid, and in this brought up they had many problems, and that's what brought him to keep a grudge against his father. And this feeling of a grudge, maybe you have a grudge against someone who hurted you, someone who did something very bad or betrayed your trust, someone who turned their back on you. Someone maybe like Andrew Reid, whose father was supposed to give him attention, love, care, but run away from all this responsibility, leaving him and his family into difficult situation and without the love and the care of a father. If you have been through an issue like that, you can also call us right now. Send us a message, WhatsApp message, or a message on Facebook. Tell us about your situation. You know what you can do also? You can share this program right now there on your Facebook page, or send it to someone that you know it's not good in a relationship with you or with someone inside of their houses. Well, you can do that while you watch this testimony, the story of Andrew. Our doors here at the UCKG, it's open the same way the doors were open when Andrew came, and he found help. He found guidance that made his life to be the way it is today. Maybe that's all that you are looking for, and here we are to help you. This whole week, we are praying and fighting for families to be together, for families to be saved, to be transformed. And you are welcome to join us. Let's watch this testimony, and straight after, I'll be back with you telling more about what we are doing this whole week in all Universal Church all over the world.
My name is Andrew Reid. Before finding faith, my relationship with my dad wasn't great at all. When I was born, me and my twin, my parents, they separated. So I was moved to live with my grandparents. I used to see my mom like every 3 weeks. She used to come and visit. But my dad, I probably used to see him maybe once or twice a year. So I was brought up knowing him, but not knowing him. I never used to see him as my dad. I used to see my grandfather as my dad, because as I said, my dad wasn't really around, so that relationship, that bond wasn't really there. So I remember he came to visit us on a weekend, and he promised that it was next time when he was going to come back, he's going to bring a gift for us. I think it was a bike, but up until now I still haven't seen that bike. Well, he came to look for us, but with nothing. So I never used to believe in his words. So even if he said he's going to come and look for us, or if he said he's going to bring something for us, I never used to believe him. Things got worse when my grandfather died. When my grandfather died, it was one of the worst moments of my life, because as I said, I was brought up by him and my grandmother. My grandmother passed away first, and then 4 years after, my grandfather passed away. So that for me was one of the saddest moments of my life, and my dad wasn't there at all. I don't know if he heard about his dad pass away, but I'm sure he did, but there was nothing. There was no communication, he didn't come to see how his sons were doing. There was nothing. So from that moment, in my mind, there was no dad. In my mind, I'm just alone now, So I never really think of him. And for me, it was normal not to have a relationship with him because it wasn't there when I was young anyway. So for me, it was normal. Until I came to a place of worship when I really wanted to change my life around. And in the process of changing my life around, I started to look into my life, into myself. And I realized that my dad was an issue, yes, but maybe I contribute to that issue as well. I remember when I was around 15 that I spoke to him in a way that I shouldn't have spoken to him because he said something to my grandfather, and then obviously I took over from there, and then I said something that I shouldn't have said. So I started to look into myself that, instead of putting the blame on him, I have to put the blame on myself as well, because as a son, and as him being the dad having authority over me, I didn't have the right to speak to him anyhow I feel like. So I started to look into myself, and then I decided to make a decision into start building a relationship with him. It was hard. It was hard because I didn't really want to, but I know I have to if I want to be a different person. I managed to get his phone number because they live in the US, and I rang him. I remember the phone was ringing and my heart was just beating fast. And then he picked up, and then I said, "Hello Dad, how are you?" And he was surprised to hear my voice. He was quite happy. And we started talking from there. And I told him that the reason why I was calling is to apologize for the way I've been for all these years. And obviously he was surprised. He started apologizing to me as well. And since that day, it didn't happen overnight, but gradually our relationship started becoming better and better. By repairing my relationship with my dad, I find myself having more peace, and I find my relationship with God even more better in my communication, because I don't have any hard feeling, any grudge in my heart. So I just find myself having more peace inside of me, and more joy when I'm speaking to him, because before I didn't want to speak to him, but now when I speak to him, I want to speak to him. Do you understand that? And each time we speak, I have this joy, in talking to him. My life now is great. Family-wise, my family is great. I communicate with all my families. Everyone is happy. My life is moving forward. And yeah, since coming to this place, it's definitely transformed my life and transfer the way I view my family as well.
Welcome back to the program Finding Answers. And yes, it is possible for a broken heart to be mended back, or better, to be renewed. It doesn't matter how much you have kept inside of you. This is doing only bad to you. We used to say that a grudge, a hatred that you keep inside of you, it's like a cup of poison that you wish the other person to die, but you are drinking it yourself. So the harm is being done more to you than to the person that you are keeping that. Cleaning your heart is very, very important for you to get back on track with your life, for you not to have setbacks on everything you do. So I invite you to join us. Every day we have these prayers that will help you, this guidance that will help you. At the Universal Church in Sweden, in Gothenburg, and also in Stockholm, you are more than welcome to join us. You can give us a call, reserve a time, make an appointment, as we are following all the restrictions of the government, all the guidelines through this pandemic that we are living. But don't be there suffering alone. Don't be there, mourning this pain or mounting more and more hatred inside of your heart. It's time for you to be free of it. And this week especially, we are praying for all the families all over the world. And you can join us tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. You are welcome to join us in this prayer. Come at one of our Universal Church here in Sweden or all over the world. seek to know more about this wonderful purpose where we are joining strength on behalf of families, and you will be guided to what you can do to have your life transformed as Andrew has his. So today's program, we are getting to its end, but stay confident that everything can be transformed. There is no impossible for the power of God, and you are welcome to join us at any day, anytime. You can look on our website for our address, uckg.se, and for more information about the programs of the church. May God bless all of you, and until next time.
Happiness matters. If you don't value your happiness, no one else will. It's entirely possible to look out for your own needs and still care about your friends and family. If you are happy, you are more likely to spread happiness and care for those around you. Think about what makes you happy. Spend more time with people that put a smile on your face. Keep the positive and awesome people around you. The ones who make you laugh, who are joyous to be around. Take the responsibility for your own life. Be yourself. Create your own happiness. No one can change your life and make you truly happy except you. Smile because you can. Be kind and caring. Treat others with respect. Be open. Share your thoughts and feelings with people that are there for you. A problem shared is a problem solved. Let go of your past. We can learn lessons from the things we've gone through. Let go of the resentment, of the pain you suffered. Take a chance. Life is not about getting a chance, but taking a chance. If there's something that you've always dreamed of doing, then try to make it happen. Face your problems and make a positive change. There is no shame in asking for help. There's someone out there to give you a helping hand. Learn to appreciate the things you have rather than worrying about the things that you don't have. And be grateful for everything that you have in your life. Remember, happiness is a state of mind. You can be happy no matter what.